Hello everyone. In our video today, we're going to be looking at the sigma notation. Sigma notations can be intimidating if you've never seen them before, but once you understand the basics, you will see that it's actually not that difficult. So the first thing that we need to understand about the sigma notation is that we have the Greek letter S, which represents the sum. So basically what they are saying here is that we need to calculate the sum of the following series when we're given the general term. So our general term is where we are actually going to substitute our values. At the bottom of the sigma notation, we're given the first value that we need to substitute to get our first term of the series. And then at the top here, we have the last value that we need to substitute on the general term to get the last term of the series. So those are the few things that we need to understand. At the bottom, you have the first value that you need to substitute to get your first term. So basically, we're actually going to start with m is 2, substitute it here. And then we'll substitute m is 3. And then we'll substitute m is 4 up until we get to m is 100. And then we are going to add that up. So that's what basically they're saying here. They're saying calculate the following series given by the general term 7 minus 2m, starting when m is equaling to 2 up until 200. Now, I find that before we actually do that, we need to understand that how many terms are actually going to be here in this series. There's a simple formula that we can use to get the number of terms in the following series. The number of terms in the following series can be given by whatever is written on top of the sigma notation minus whatever is written on the bottom plus the 1. So in this case, our number of terms should be given by on top we have 100 minus our 2 at the bottom plus the 1. Then it tells us that we need to calculate the sum of 99 terms. Look at my 99. It will get better. It will get better. So we have 99. Now, it means that we're going to calculate the sum of the first 99 terms. Now, let's get the series. We need to understand what kind of a series it is. As I said, first thing that we have to do, they said the first value that we can substitute is going to be our 2. So if we're to do that, we're actually going to start by substituting 2 there. Here's what we are going to have. We have 7 minus 2 multiplied by 2. Then this is going to give us our first term. After that, we have 7 minus 2 multiplied by 3. Next value after 2 is going to be 3. That is going to give us our second term. Then we're actually going to have 7 minus 2 multiplied by 4. This is actually going to give us our third term. Now we only need the first 3 terms so that we can decide what kind of a series it is, and then we can also get the last term. The value that we need to substitute to get our last term is 100. So if we were to do that, so we have, let's do that again, we have 7 minus 2 multiplied by 2 to get the first term, plus 7 minus 2 multiplied by 3 to get the second term, plus 7 minus 2 multiplied by 4 to get the third term, plus we'll have some dots, and then we go to our last term. So the value that we need to substitute to get our last term, they said it's 100, and then we calculate this. Now for this one, to get our term number 1, it says that we have, it's 7, it's 2 multiplied by 2, which is a 4. 7 minus 4, it gives us a 3, plus we have a 7, 2 multiplied by 3 is a 6, 7 minus 6, we have 1, plus we have 2 multiplied by 4, which is a minus 8. 7 minus 8 gives us a minus 1, plus, and then we have our last term, which says minus 2 multiplied by 100, which is minus 200, and we subtract 7, it says it's minus 193. So now we have our series. With no series, we've done them before. So we have our first term, which is a 3. We have our last term, which is equaling to minus 193. Now we first have to decide what kind of a series it is. First, we are going to start by checking if it can be arithmetic. Let's see. If I say 1 minus 3, it gives me minus 2. 1 minus 1, it gives me minus 2, which means that the following is an arithmetic series. If it's an arithmetic series, we're actually going to use the following formula, which says Sn is actually going to be equaling to n all over 2. And then we have our first term, we know it, plus we also have our last term. Now remember, we've already calculated n. We said we are looking for the sum of the first 99 terms. So we are looking for S99, which is actually going to be given by 99 all over 2. And then if we look here, we have our first term as a 3, plus we have minus 193. We have 193. And then we get as our answer minus 9405. Now it may look a little bit complicated, but if you actually try it, you'll see that it's not that complicated. We can try the following to see that if we understood the following activity.